Vonnegut with us. If you don't know his last book, Top Producer, let me cut to the chase. There's a black tie event at the Boston Aquarium, and one of the guests ends up in the aquarium where the sharks kill him. Here's this new one, The Gods of Greenwich. Is this as bloody as the last book?
Oh, I don't think so, Tom. I mean, there are a couple of really interesting scenes because, look, it's a thriller. Somebody has to get whacked.
Sure.
And I have a very pretty nurse who runs around the pages of The Gods of Greenwich.
I noticed that.
And she's a nurse by day in a plastic surgeon's office, and at night she runs around whacking 70-year-olds. So if you're younger than 70 or you're older than 80, you're okay. But if you're 70, you're in her target market. And you have to ask, what does she have to do with a hedge fund in Greenwich and a really nasty bank based out of Iceland?
For our viewers out of the rest of the world and across the country, Greenwich is a little unique. Page 87, the problem was money, which Victor guzzled 3 zeros at a time. He owned a 15,000 square foot cottage in Bellhaven. Is 15,000 square feet a cottage in Greenwich, Connecticut?
Well, it's I've heard it referred to as a starter estate.
A starter estate. Tell me the plot here. What are you doing with the hedge fund business?
Well, as I say, I have a nurse who runs around, and she whacks 70-year-olds. So first and foremost, it's a thriller. But you have to wonder what she has to do with the bank based out of Iceland that's really nasty, that's declared war on this hedge fund in Greenwich.
This bent wing symbol, BEG, bent. This is a fictional stock, right?
It's not a fictional stock.
And it goes essentially from the 60s to the 30s through the book?
Oh, yeah, yeah. And the reason I chose Bentwing is it's a fake name, of course, but it makes for a great ticker symbol. This story takes place during 2008, and you remember how tough it was.
Right, yeah.
So with a ticker symbol like Bentwing, B-E-G, beg, you know.
People were begging in 08. Bring up the number here to show you the difference here in scenic Greenwich. The number per capita income, Greenwich, 88,825. The rest of the country, 39,138. Why Greenwich? Just close to New York, etc. What's unique about Greenwich?
Well, in 2008, there were about 100 different hedge funds that were operating in Greenwich. And so I've always regarded Greenwich as the ceremonial capital of Hedgistan. It made for great stories, great backstories for the characters. And quite frankly, it was a lot of fun to go out and research the book.
What did you learn about the hedge fund business in writing this fiction?
Well, I mean, what I learned about the hedge fund business, I learned for the 15 years I was in wealth management ahead of time. I mean, I think that the thing about hedge funds and the thing about any financial managers is you always have to watch the people. If you watch the people, you know how the investment's going to work.
Okay. Wonderful. Norb Vonnegut, thank you so much.